Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Skulk. Continuing Winds of Change. Yep, still recording in the morning. So yeah, if you like my quiet voice, just let me know. Anyways, let's continue the story. That's why you're here. Not hear me ramble about that it's a morning recording. We're gonna continue. Alright, let's go. Oh, the mayor's house. I thought we were going to the base. We follow after Dominic and embark on what seems like an endless journey. However, after an hour or so of walking, we end up in a residential area. The buildings here are built beautifully, very different from before.
Wow, this place looks incredible. My town square was a little bit off. Not the best first impression if you ask me.
It's a sign of wealth to live far away from the markets. Only those who work live near the town square. Once you've got it made, you move out here.
That's what you said before, didn't you? I remember that.
That is, of course, unless you're important to Mazeo. Grizz gets to live here free of charge for his services. That offer even extends to Lilith, his assistant.
Ooh.
You mean like our elder back in Valinor?
Yeah, exactly, so make sure to be careful. In this district, pretty much everyone is royalty. Or at least they expect to be treated that way.
Ah, okay.
Alright, thanks for the advice, Dominic.
She moves to the back of the group, almost like she's worried. Sorry, just woke up. I'd probably be too, just because I'm that kind of person. I want to make a good first impression, and I get worried when I've been meeting someone just at the store, just to buy some groceries sometimes. But I really shouldn't be. People do it all the time. People talk to people. And what's me being any different from talking to them? Well, here's the difference. Knowing what to say. Right now I'm talking to a camera with my humor and all that. And I do it pretty well. But anyways, let's continue. But there's people out there that just aren't comfortable or talking to people because they aren't sure what to say and don't want to mess up. But you only get better by practicing. Even if you fumble sometimes, then it will sting. You can only get better. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get better. Yes, I'm a room hermit, recording videos. We continue to walk, but not for much longer. Dominic stops in his tracks.
To your right, Grizz's office. Sorry it took a while, but you know how it is. It'll be an even longer trek back to our new HQ.
Oh no. Alright. He laughs and motions to the nearby building. It stood out from the rest of the high quality... It stood out from the rest in both quality and size.
It's time for you to tell us what's going on. I hate being left in the dark like this. You know that.
Of course. You know I'm a man of my word. I just didn't like talking about the stuff in the town square.
No, it's reasonable. He cracks his knuckles, like he's preparing for something. He faces towards Valessa, Fortime, and myself with a smile. It's almost like he assumes that Ulrug and Pro are up to speed.
Well, as you know, Mazio is rampant with piracy. All of that chaos needs some sort of order, right? 2 pirates have risen to the challenge, Alex and Nada.
You said Mazio, not Mazeo like everyone else. What is it? How's it pronounced? I'm not confused.
Unifying all the pirates isn't an easy task, but they did it. They have established trade routes on the largest fleet in the world. We want to strike a deal with them and gain some ships. Easy, right?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Tell me.
When we attack Balteus, we won't be able to hold back. Having enough ships to carry our massive army over is essential. And if we can get the pirates to fight with us, even better. Grizz made it clear that he wants to cut a deal. In order to win them over, we'll need to bend to their will. However, after learning that Alex and Nada have started to fight, now we have to choose who we side with. They both want different things, but they both offer ships. That's why we're here. I imagine they're waiting inside.
Oh no. Well, I guess it's kind of a good thing. If they're fighting, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I don't know why I cracked that joke. It's weak. It's weak. It was there, but I took it, and now I'm feeling ashamed of myself. Anyways, he speaks with such passion and enthusiasm. It's enthralling. It was clear that he truly cared about Alestia and its people.
The future of Museo is likely going to change. It's so exciting. I'll negotiate with them and Grizz will make any necessary decrees. I just want my favorite people present. So that's why you're all here.
Your favorite peoples? We're your favorite peoples? But you barely know us. And also you said Museo this time. Why did you say Museo last time? Probably in the studio they let it slide. He smiles, then turns back to Ulrich and Pro.
I trust there aren't any objections.
Hopi? Ulrich scoffs, crossing his arms.
You sure upped the scale of our attack. I thought we just planned to steal a few ships, but now you want an entire fleet? What changed?
We need to give this our all if we're going to win. But remember, we have a world to reshape when we're done. Striking a deal with the pirates is something that needs to happen.
I mean, they are part of the world, so yeah.
I mean, we could wait until after the war, but if we do it now, we stand a better chance of winning. Plus, the people need to know that we're capable rulers too.
Fair enough. I concede.
Ulrich smiles, the promise of more power and might, appealing. I don't know, it just didn't flow right with me at the moment, but you know, it fits. The power and might appealing is curiosity. I'm sorry, I'm still waking up.
That's brilliant, Domek. Taking care of 10 problems with one move, as usual. I'm just glad that they get to see for themselves now.
He motions to Valessa for Tame and I. That seems like a sound strategy, to be honest. Gain military might and prove himself capable of leadership. The people would need to know that he's worth following. Releasing Museo, or Mazeo as he once said, from the grip of the triumvirate will be a great start. And thankfully, Grizz was on our side. This wouldn't be possible otherwise.
Well, I guess it's time. I'm a little nervous, but I'll manage.
Oh, I'll be nervous too, man, but you seem to have much more backbone, guts, and I don't know, whatever else word people use to say that you can do this. I feel like we can do this more than us. With a quick smirk, he's on his way inside. Pro and Ulrich go inside too. That go inside was not in that sentence, but I'll continue, expecting us to follow suit. But what if I don't wanna? Get in here, alright.
Man, things are sure busy around here. I hope we get to rest when we get to our HQ.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, Portum. It's interesting. We're watching history in the making here.
Yeah.
If it's history, then it'll be in a book. I'd just sleep and read it when I get up.
Last episode, I was saying he'll learn to be in the role. He is totally not leadership material. He had an idea, but to pull it off, I don't think he's ready for leadership. I'm regretting this, but this is my story. We will see this side. If I were to play this again, not a recording, you know, because it's a long story and we're barely in it. But I think Celeste definitely would have been a better one because it feels like she's much more qualified. And I agree. I agree now. I'm so sorry, Celeste. I doubted you. You wanted to isolate everyone, but the thing is, you can learn to open your heart too. I did wrong, I think. I say I think because anything can happen. Anything can unfold. Alright, my ramble time is up. I'll ramble again in a bit. But let's continue the story. Sorry, guys. They talk amongst themselves as they enter Grizz's house. I guess I should hurry in, so I don't miss anything. First time I see signs. Signs point in every possible direction, skyward, downwards, into the pondward. They labeled things like town square and residential district, and pond, frog, bird flying by. Wow, the sign is just pointing at it all the whole time it's flying. A couple of the others say docks and church of the triumvirate. I guess it was easy to find directions in Museo. It seems like the Rebel HQ is in the opposite direction. It's signed. Is the Rebel HQ on one of these signs? It's not very hidden. As I've learned, it's located in tunnels underneath the church. But stealing the tunnels underneath the Triumvirate's church? Something about that seemed incredibly risky to me. I'm sure Dominic knows what he's doing, though. The residential district seems to go on forever, but it's all flat. There's no elevation like in Valinor. Back at home, social status was determined on how high you live. The elder lives right on top, since he's the most important. I was given a house right next to the main street, an easy walk to Miles. I wonder how social status is determined in Museo. Maybe I'll ask Dominic. Griz's house has a massive tree right next to it. At the very top, I can see some apples growing. Perhaps those are the same ones 14 likes? Either way, they seem all well maintained and fresh. Perhaps this is Griz's food of choice as well. I'm gonna grow my favorite crop. It's I actually don't know what my favorite crop is right now. Or fruit. Maybe no, peaches. You know, peaches. So squishy sometimes though. It's there's a chance you have to take every time you want to bite into a peach. Is it too firm? Is it soft enough? Is it too soft and too ripe or overripe or... Oh, look, is that a mole spot? Anyways, I like peaches. Alright, let's look at your house. Griz's house is much more impressive than all the others. It stands just as tall, but it's easily twice as wide. He must have tons of free space in there. Possibly. Ah, there's the arrow. Go inside. When I enter Griz's house, I'm taken aback by how massive it is. A front desk, probably for his assistant, rests near the front door, but beside it is a massive atrium? Pretty sure I said that right, but what's an atrium? With a staircase leading up. I'm willing to bet that Grizz's office is at the top of that staircase. I look around and find Dominic, Ulrich, and Pro chatting with a woman. This must be the assistant that Dominic mentioned earlier. After noticing me enter, she quickly approaches us. Valessa and Vortame retreat behind me, leaving me in charge. Oh, okay. Like I'm gonna be able to talk to this person fluently. Maybe. I'll do my best, but inside I am breaking down, nervous, shaking like a leaf. I take a step forward and introduce myself to her without hesitation.
I've heard so much about you, Seer. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. What's your name? She puts her hand forward, and I give her a firm handshake. Valessa and Vortame seem immediately at ease, as she's very friendly. For a moment, I'm not entirely sure what they were expecting.
I'm guessing that's the Blade of Exodus.
Oh, this little thing? Yeah. Don't touch it. And I'm not talking about that just because I'm speaking. I'm not high and mighty. Just when I touched it, I went to a limp noodle stage and had nightmares. Don't touch it. She tilts her head forward on my back, forward on my back. She tilts her head towards my back.
You can take that cloak off in here, by the way. Everybody in this office knows what's going on. There's no need to hide around Grizz, or myself.
I'd rather not, because then it's exposed and I touch it, someone touches it, nightmare limp noodle bodies. Yeah. I nod and remove the makeshift hood covering my head. Oh, that one. I feel the fresh Mazane air in my face for the first time. What, was it covering all but my schnoz? Or my schnoz as well?
Come back here with the rest of us, alright? I think they're almost ready to head upstairs.
You only have 2 frames of looks. Straight forward and to the top right of the screen. Did they make any more images for you? By the way, you look nice. She motions to the main landing area of the atrium. We move past her desk. Which desk? I yawned. I know it's still morning, but you can, I'm awake. It's okay. We move past her desk, which acts almost like a barrier. I'm assuming she acts as Grizz's guard as well, standing watch. After a few moments, we regroup with the others. They're talking amongst themselves, but Lilith brings that to an end, clapping her hands together once, and very loudly. Her attention is grabbed.
Sorry,
There.
Lilith. Just lots to think about at the moment. I'm almost nervous to walk up there, if I'm honest.
There's no need to be nervous, Dominic. It won't be any different from the last time you were here. Just a few added bodies, that's all. Not the end of the world.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I just don't want to make the wrong choice. There's a lot riding on this, Lilith.
Have you made the wrong choice in the past?
Well, I don't think so.
Then you'll be fine. Besides, Alex and Nada aren't too bad. They're both playing ball to get what they want.
You're playing ball? Aw, they're playing games.
That means they'll have to be on their best behavior. So if being in the presence of pirates was a worry for...
Oh, no, that's not it at all. I'm more than happy to work with the pirates. You're right, though. I have a good track record.
He lets out a nervous laugh before looking up at the top of the stairs.
I guess that'll have to do. Are they ready?
Yeah, they're expecting all of you. It might be a bit crowded, but you'll manage.
Did you happen to overhear anything? You know, so I don't go in blind?
Unfortunately, no. They're being very discreet.
Oh well, worth a shot. I guess it's finally time to do this. Are you ready, everybody?
Yeah, I think so. Nervous as heck inside, but my outside, I'm gonna show as much confidence as I bodily can. Strut my stuff. 1, 2, 3, I can't do this. He looks at all of us one by one, and we nod. I can tell he's trying to delay this, but I'm not sure why. Why don't you know?
Grizz will give me a debriefing when you're done. I know you're busy, so after this, just go on your way. Lots to do and little time to do it, right?
Yeah. She glances at me and the sword on my back before walking away. It seems this quick detour wasn't going to be quick at all. Nope. During these negotiations, everything would change. Hopefully Dominic would be able to get what he needs. I just hope that the pirates' demands aren't too extreme. I want the entire world to let me be on my piracy. You mean you just want to go walking into anyone's house and say, "This is mine, thank you"? When with the high ground, they had the right to request anything. We all look at the top of the staircase. There's no case there. Ready to get things moving. This would be a very important moment for Dominic and his rebels. The rebels, not his rebels. He's part of the rebels. To that end, we shouldn't keep Grizz waiting for too much longer. Oh, what's the book? There's a book sitting wide open on one of these desks. It seems to be a news article, and recently written too. I inspected further and learn that it detailed Mazeo's piracy.
The blurred lines of piracy. The pirates of Mazeo undertake the importing and exporting of illicit goods. Everything else is handled by the Mazeo Shipping Company, and there is little else that divides the two factions. They both have established trade routes, a large group of workers and clients all over Alestia. Many people see the pirates as harmless individuals, simply looking to make a living by seizing opportunities that others don't. The way that pirates are treated today is vastly different than before the Triumvirate's occupation of Mazeo. Was that intentional? We have to wonder if this was the Triumvirate's goal. When asked his opinion on this matter, the local pirate lord Alex had this to say. I find it hard to believe that a small piece of paper is all that stands in the way of me and my people living an honest life. We don't hurt anybody or put anyone in danger. The people of Mazeo are clinging to a legal decree that makes no sense. I'd like to see the trade bans lifted and me and my people introduced into society as honest workers. That is my dream, and I continue to fight for it. When asked for her opinion, Nada, the other pirate lord, refused to comment.
I guess things are more complex than I thought. It's almost like Alex is fighting for more rights. All that divides the group is one piece of paper? Well, Alex sounds like a freaking nice person. He just wants to be able to trade route things, but certain things are banned. He's going, why not let them be traded? We'll be sure to make things honestly worked for. Important papers are strewn about the desk. It's not my business to read them, but curiosity overtakes me. I slowly approach the desk and have to try my best to make out what I can. It seems to be a bunch of papers regarding upcoming shipments. It's correspondence between Grizz and Mazeo Shipping Company. Underneath those papers is letters between Grizz and the Triumvirate.
Hey, get away from there.
Oh.
Those papers aren't for your eyes. That's top secret. Only for the mayor.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. My curiosity is got the full of me. Sorry. I'll try to keep a cap on that. And why leave them open out like that? I read that all wrong. Why leave them out in the open like that? Before I can continue, she gathers them up and takes them away. She's running all over the place. Must be a very busy girl. I wouldn't doubt it. so sorry. Wasn't meaning. Oh, hello. That's the door that leads to Grizz's office. Quiet and dramatic sight. Quite, not quiet. They look the same spelt, but in the different letter placements. Different letter placements. Quite the dramatic sight, if you ask me. It definitely makes him feel important. Underneath the stairs rests some sort of contraption. If I had to guess, it would be a statue representing a spirit idol. There's an artist's name and date on it. It must have been expensive. Alright. Well, I think I'll leave it off here, and then we'll start talking with Fortame and Villessa with Lilith. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me to this, I don't know, is it a lovely morning? It's a lovely morning? I'm going to look outside. Let me see, it's oh, okay. So it looks like it's, lightly cloudy with a red sunrise. Don't think I've seen a red sunrise before. I've seen red sunsets, or orange sunsets, or but might be a lovely morning. We'll have to see. For you guys, hopefully it's a lovely day. But thank you guys for stopping by. And until I see you guys again, have a great day, everyone.